Hey Capricorn, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for January 6th, 2025. This is for Capricorn. Last shuffle here for Capricorn. Let's see what's going on. Capricorn, we have vast universe and we have new supportive connections. So Capricorn, what I'm seeing here is that you are needing to take action on what you sense or what you're feeling. I'm seeing a water element, kind of like they're throwing out here that you may be experiencing unnecessary fears, right? Especially about the people that you that support you in some way. Two of Pentacles reversed. So I usually do not have reversals in this deck, but let's see what's going on here. There's something about Spirit trying to get you out of a cycle. They're trying to get you out of this void over your life. You may feel like your life has been spinning out of control, and it's always been spinning out of control. For some of you, this is not, oh gosh, this is definitely not going to be a sunshine and rainbows reading, because they're scolding you. Well, they are scolding you. Listen, Capricorn, they're throwing out here quite strongly. You got the Two of Pentacles and it's reversed. You have Four of Cups, Five of Cups, and the King of Swords. I already see a reversal in all the cards, but depending on the card, the surrounding cards, supportive cards here, but Two of Pentacles coming out reversed, and I don't really truly do reversals, and I haven't touched this deck in a minute. Tells me that they're saying that you are complete, like you've been leading your life based on things you think you want, but a lot of the things that you want are guided or influenced by sadness, disappointments, feeling like you never get what you want. Like you may be in a space where you're very ungrateful for life. There's certain things that fears have caused you to uh, be very ungrateful. I have to throw this out here because I can't just let this go. You have gotten to a point where you may feel like you're not worthy of the very best in life. You may have, you have wants, you have desires, but you feel like every time you want something, you get let down. But it's because of what's leading your spirit to because with the vast universe, right? This is what's leading me. This is what's pushing me. This is what's guiding my spirit. The vast universe is being shaped by your emotions and the way that you're thinking. And they're showing that you're overly committed, right? When the Two of Pentacles is here, usually it's like I got one foot in and one foot out. But if it's reversed, that means I got my foot firmly planted in this. And so you may reprioritize based on um, pitfalls that you may experience, which Spirit is like, there's always going to be a pitfall. You may want something and then you go, and all the doors aren't always going to open for us, right? Some doors are going to close because some of them are not meant for you. You may try to go into a door, it's going to close because this is not leading to what you asked for. You said you wanted this door doesn't lead to that. It just looks very attractive. You open it and there's gold glistening in that room. Guess what? It's pyrite. It's a pyrite. It's fool's gold. It's not real gold. But the door closes, and all of a sudden, because that door closed, you are now disappointed and sad. Now you're disconnecting from everything and you're reprioritizing your life. And you're disorganized, you're out of balance, you're overwhelmed even. They're showing a lot of overwhelming energy, and that's what guides you. You think that that's the clarity. I'm overwhelmed because I'm not getting what I want. I saw the gold in there and the door closed in my face. They're like, it wasn't even gold, Capricorn. We closed it because we knew you would go in there and then you would not keep going on the direction you're supposed to. And you just be stuck in there thinking you got more than what you bargained for, thinking that it's a million's worth and it's really like $100. They're showing that you are overly committed to this kind of feel. So now you've gotten to a point where you've been on this path for so long that now you may be saying, I'm just disconnected from everything until it starts to make sense to me that I'm not going to be disappointed, but you already are in a space where you're disappointed. The new supportive connections, you're already disappointed to the degree where there's a person coming in that's very supportive, They're newly supportive. They're not new. They're newly supportive because they may have been dealing with this emotional imbalance um, for some time. So now they're coming in. They're saying, "Listen, I know a way." They're speaking. I know a way where things can come together. This is a person who is very hopeful, even in the face of something that seems very hopeless to you, because what you're seeing is you're so committed to having what was behind that one door, not realizing that spirit closed that door because it wasn't right for you. That this person is trying to instill hope. They're coming in as a male energy. So that it doesn't have to necessarily be male. This could be someone who says what they mean and mean what they say. The Knight of Cups is someone who says it nicely, but they're doing what they said. That sounds too good to be true, but it is true. That kind of person. This would be someone who feels they're always open to saying that they're worthy of what they want. And they're also very understanding in the face of disappointment that maybe that wasn't what I wanted there. Maybe that what I want is not that. Maybe that's why Spirit closed the door. They're very open to that kind of idea. Spirit is warning you not to criticize this person because they're showing that once you overcommit, you disconnect because you reach some kind of the door closed. So you may start criticizing the other person like it's your fault. You told me that this would be whatever it was. You said you would help me, and now the door is closed, and I can't get that gold behind that door. And this person is saying, well, maybe it wasn't real. Maybe the gold wasn't meant for you right now. Maybe Spirit's trying to da 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 da. And they're asking you to love and accept this person and what they have to say. Hear what they have to say, because your fears are what's pushing you to say this or to act this way. I just want to throw this out here because they're kind of like they're scolding you, and they're saying that you've got to take action as soon as this person is explaining to you, because they're trying to come from the heart, but you're coming from the mind. You're coming. I'm seeing you being very, very cerebral about things. It's got to be logical, and it's got to make sense, and it's got to look like what I think it's supposed to look like, and it's supposed to. I'm supposed to feel content with what I'm seeing. Spirit is saying that seeing, that believing is seeing. Seeing is not believing. Okay, so there's someone that you are connected to. This person acts off of their beliefs. They act off their intuition. They act off their senses. They can feel something. They're very intuitively connected. So Spirit is calling you not to criticize this person when they tell you something, because they're really trying to tell you something from the heart. They're trying to connect with you and get you to get out of the doldrums, to show you that life could be much better, that there is hope, right? Is not all is not lost, all is not hopeless. They're asking you to, Spirit's asking you to shine love on fear, which love on fear, this is light, this is understanding, this is facts. This would be something where if you are afraid that maybe everything I want never comes and the door is always closed, it's important to understand some things, which is if you are worthy of the very best in life, and you then obviously that wasn't the very best if the door closed, right? They want you to say to yourself whenever you start to feel so down about things not happening for you that you were very committed to, because it seems like they're showing a vibe of I'm overly committed to the logical side of this, not maybe the facts, but more of the if I want it, I get it, right? But Spirit's saying you don't get what you want because what you want is not always what you need. It's not always what you actually think you want. It's not, right? Just like the example of pyrite. I want gold, and Spirit's like, no, not that door. Close that door. That's just glitter. And you're like, but why can't I get in there? Fine. And then you lose it, and then you start blaming the other person that people are connected to you. They're showing criticizing them. Like, you said I would be able to get what I want, and now that the door is closed, I can't get it. And they're like, that wasn't what you wanted, though. You said gold, real gold, right? Not just glitter, not fake gold. Like, come on. And they want you to say, I am worthy of the very best in life, and I now lovingly allow myself to accept it, or to receive it, rather. Accept or receive, either one, right? Um, that you've got to take action on shedding light on things like that, understanding that coming from that place, if you're worthy of the very best in life, then obviously the spirit or the universe would not allow you to receive the least and settle for less. Okay. Something beautiful is going to grow from the doors closing on you in certain aspects of things. and you're supposed to be spontaneous and have fun. And they're just like, you're not being spontaneous and having fun. You're overly committing to something. You're overthinking things. You're fearful of things. You are criticizing others because things aren't going your way. This isn't good. Back and forth, Six of Swords and Queen of Swords. Your intention is to, um, if things aren't going well, you disconnect and disengage and move on and look for better and look for ways to get back through that door. Where's a crowbar? Let me find someone who's a crowbar who will open the door that spirit said don't go in there. That's not the one. You may be back and forth in this energy. This is about deception, self-deception in a sense. Queen of Swords and Six of Swords. It's like you may be trying to figure out a way to get to a better place mentally, to stop feeling so down or stop feeling so disappointed about certain things in your life. You may be overly committed to a way that it looks, the way it should be. Um, Feeling completely disorganized, like you've lost control of your life. And so there's two different ways you could go back and forth on, of saying, I've got to escape this issue because it's not going the way I want, or I need to think and I need to be more positive about my situation and realize that if things logically, if I'm worthy of the very best in life, obviously this isn't the best. So I'm okay with that. And I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to leave that baggage. I'm not going to allow myself to be emotionally down and broken about the disappointment of maybe that wasn't the door because you were hoping that was the door and it wasn't. That let that, leave that in the past and be logical about, hey, well, I'm moving to something better. That wasn't it, so I'm going to keep going. Right, there's a longing that I keep seeing. They're showing the angel number 2002, right, and that is usually a number that lets you know that you have more control over your situation and over your life than you realize. You have control over your emotions. You have control over how you react to things. You have control over your wants and your wishes and your needs, and knowing what they are, learning and executing the things that interest you. You have control over that. But they want you to turn things around. When this number comes up, it's saying that things will get better with time, which is the Six of Swords. Things will get better. You just have to keep pushing because you know that wasn't it, right? That wasn't it. That wasn't the move. That wasn't the space to be in. They want you to chill out, have fun. I keep seeing be spontaneous and have fun. Open up, go outside. Just be in a space where you're not thinking that this is the end of the world, that something is the end of the world, and taking that in and then turning around at the other people like it's your fault I didn't get it, or this is why we don't get anywhere because you got your head in the clouds. See, a Knight of Cups and a Two of Cups, this is somebody who's like, things always come together. They always see it as something coming together. Even if it's falling apart, they're like, it's falling together. And you may be criticizing them like, you always got your head in the clouds. You always think everything's peaches and cream. This sucks. They're saying that if you love and accept each other, you and this other person, whether this is romantic, platonic, business, things will magically transform for you. Okay. Now you have commitment. I can't make this up. Two of Swords and the Nine of Wands. You've got the commitment energy with the Two of Swords and Nine of Wands is very interesting because the swords are saying that you are overly, once again, there's a commitment. But with the Two of Pentacles reversed, which is an overcommitment, this is saying that I'm committed to something that doesn't work, and then I become a victim. So they're saying that and then the Nine of Wands is just that. I'm a wounded warrior. I've been fighting all my life for this. They're saying that your commitment has got to be one thing where you avoid saying or avoid being the victim. You avoid saying or being in a space where you're going, I never get what I want. There's a commitment to needing to see that some things are out of your control, but what you are in control of is trying to figure out what really interests you first and focus on having fun. Focus on your interests, not on the outcome and not on your destination. Focus on the journey and the fun on the way, because you are going to reach your goals, but you are going to reach your goals on when it's best for you. Spirit feels, and I kid you not, this is also taking me to the Kabbalistic astrology where there's the 12 tribes, right? The 12 tribes of Why can't I remember his name? Is it Jacob? I can't remember all of a sudden. But these 12 tribes, right? Asher is the one that represents Capricorn. And the blessing that Capricorn received was crazy. It was like, because astrology is like broken down into scripture, it's rooted in every religion. It is. I mean, if you look it up, look through it, study it, and you will see that it's rooted in the Jewish culture. It's rooted in like the origins of Christianity. Although Christians, swear by this being all witchcraft, which do they know that almost every figure in the Bible was practicing magic, right? But I digress. I digress. What I will say is this: Asher was blessed to never have to worry about luxury, never had to worry about the food, but not only about his food, but butter. At that time frame during those days, butter was something that, I mean, that was a luxury. That was something where it was like you had time to sit around and play with milk and figure out how to separate the cream and mix it a certain way. Um, but he never had to worry about what side the bread was buttered. Never had to worry about that. Not only did he not have to worry about having bread, but the luxury of having something else on that bread. Never had to worry about things falling apart. You always had the bars of iron, which were the strongest metal, right? You don't have to worry about jack. So Spirit's saying, if you are you destined to have the best, then what are you concerned about? Why are you giving up? Why are you lashing out? Why are you sad? Why do you disconnect before you reach your goals? Why do you step back and overly commit to an idea and then realize it didn't go the way I wanted it to? And then what? Now you're disappointed. Now you're sad. Now you're thinking the worst. Now you're a victim of circumstance. No, you're the most blessed sign out of all, besides Leo, I think, as far as the blessings are concerned. Um, yeah, some of the blessings I was like, oh, you can keep that. I'm so glad. But you guys were highly blessed and favored, and Spirit is promising you this blessing in this reading. Um, you're meant to be happy while things are formulated for you. And when the door opens, it's the right door. If it closes, it's not the right one. Do not overly commit to anything. Overly commit to having fun on the way. Fun is important, because it's going to come to you regardless. And what are you going to do? Waste your time burning bridges. Waste your time being stressed and sad, right? Before it comes. And then when it does come, you're such a bitter, stoic person that you can't enjoy anything anymore. Not Capricorn. Not the Capricorns I know. Very jolly people, very happy people. And I adore Capricorns. I can't even lie. One of my favorite signs. I mean, I love all evolved signs. All of them that are evolved, I adore. But I have to say, but you could be dealing with the Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. We also have Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. So you could be a Capricorn, Aquarius cusp, dealing with an Aquarius, Pisces cusp, Libra, Scorpio cusp, or a Gemini, Cancer cusp. If you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.